video 199. What? Did we do that? Let me see. Let me find it. It is. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. Guess what? This is video number 199. What? I still don't know what I'm doing for video 200. I have a little bit of an idea, so probably later this week or early next week, we'll figure that out. But I am so excited, and I know that there are quite a few of you that have actually been with me since my very first Scentsy video. I am going to take you on a deep dive of Scentsy because I don't think that I've seen one done by an ex-Scentsy consultant yet, and I figured what better way to kick off my anti-MLM channel with a deep dive on the MLM that started it all for me. And I just want to say thank you, and thank you to everybody else who has been watching my videos or is watching this video along the way. It's sounds so dumb, okay? It sounds so dumb, okay?
It's ridiculous.
I get it. But I never would have thought that I could have accomplished a channel. For 2 years, I've been doing this. 2 years, what? Anyway, that's not why you clicked on this video, and I know that. We are diving into Miss Tony, who was the very first market partner within Monat. I'm getting there, guys. I know how it's supposed to be said, but my mouth doesn't want to do it. That's the problem. So she was the very first market partner in Monat, and she recently basically got fired from said company. And she's decided to go ahead and join Amare. And she went on live on Instagram to make this announcement, and a few of you wanted me to react to this, so here we are reacting to it. I know I'm a little bit late to the party, so we're gonna get right into it. First, we need this disclaimer. Okay, now that that is out of the way, one more thing that I wanted to address before I dive into the meat of this video. I know FMLA is unpaid. I misspoke in a recent video and said that there are things in place for when you have to take leave from work to still get a paycheck, and FMLA is one of them. I am aware that it is unpaid. What I meant to say and what I should have said was FMLA is in place to help you keep your job when you are not there working. A lot of companies, a lot of businesses, for instance, the medical facility that I was working for at the time that I needed to take FMLA for my maternity leave, required me to take it paid and utilize my sick time and my PTO. So when you take FMLA, you typically are allowed to utilize your PTO and your sick time. So there was quite a few people in the comments letting me know that I made this mistake. So stop yelling at me. I just wanted to clear that up, make sure everybody knows that I am aware. I misspoke and I should have been clearer on what I meant. So yeah, anyway, just a really quick trigger warning. This is a call that is going to be discussing mental health. There is talks of bipolar disorder and things like that. So if that is something that triggers you in any way, please exit this video. I will put a playlist up in the corner, also in the description, that contains all of my videos that are not health related in any way. They're kind of just Scentsy and Mary Kay and things like that. So those are more of a fun watch, feel good watch, if you will. Go watch those. I'll see you over there. And for everybody else, let's get the fuck into Tony's Amare announcement.
Guys, how are you?
Hey everybody.
We've been talking a lot this morning, the last few
A
days.
lot of talking.
So anyways, we wanted to share a little bit about what we're doing moving forward, and we're super excited. We did partner with a mental health and wellness company, really focusing on gut, brain, and heart health, the 3 brains that you need. You guys know that this is right up our alley because we've been green and clean for a long time. I am not going to read the comments.
You do not speak to me.
Okay, if you want further information, you have got to email me at tony.vans@gmail.com.
Then why bother going live? Just record a video and then post it. If you're not gonna read the comments and you just want them to email you, just record the video and post it, because people are going to have questions as you're talking. Anyway, that's beside the point, I guess.
Let me tell you, I have been searching for months and months and months, and it just kind of fell into my lap. I have my really good friend Kate here with us. We've known her for a couple of years from the gym. She is a holistic nutritionist she's done other things. She used to be a hairdresser, and she's just a really good friend, and she's full of information, and she is a product nerd more so than myself. You and Jen would probably fight for that number one spot. Not Jen Vale, Jen Pavlik. So anyways, we wanted to share with you, we started this 3 days ago, sharing with people just to learn more information, but we have been duck diving into looking at new opportunities for the last 7 months. So I joined up as a distributor to 4 companies that I was really interested in. And
4 companies. First of all, she has lied one way or another. Her and her husband sat there and told us in the original video where she was talking about leaving Monat that they were not jumping into another network marketing company.
I know that there is going to be a lot of fallout, a lot of upset, disgruntled people, but at the end of the day, it's really about doing what's best that we feel for us and for y'all. So,
and one other thing too that I'd like to address.
Yeah.
We haven't gone to another company.
Go, you lied, she lied.
We're not. That's gonna be one of the things that's said. We haven't gone anywhere.
Everybody lied.
We're just here, keep it on trucking. But there was no agenda that we haven't left.
You lied, they lie.
And we just tried to ride it out because we owed so many of you our best effort. And
Yeah.
that's literally how we've always felt. We've owed you our best effort because your success is our success and vice versa. And like I said, we never wanted to come to this, but y'all are going to be in our hearts. And we're praying for you too. I know that you all have been praying for us, but we're praying for you too.
Yet, just a few short weeks later, if it was even that, she's announcing that she has joined Amare. But not only that she has joined 4 network marketing companies to test the waters during this period of time where she was lying to everybody. Does she forget that this is the internet and things don't go away? You fucking lied on Instagram. We see this.
The reason why we chose this one is because it has a very squeaky clean product. 2 is that their compensation plan, their pay plan is just absolutely, I've never seen anything like it.
Like I never heard that before.
Every single person in an MLM will tell you that their compensation plan is something they've never seen before. They're all almost identical. Cut the fucking shit. How are there so many scams still happening in the world, and why?
You guys have been in this industry for over 2 decades, so I know what I'm talking about, right? When I talk about comp plans, I mean, that's really where I dive into. The other thing we had to take into consideration is the company in good legal standing. That got a thumbs up. The products, where are they sourced from? What do they do? What kind of testing do they do? So the great thing about it is that all of those boxes were checked for us. And I want to really try to keep this at 20 minutes, but we might go a little bit over, but I wanted to actually give you the, information. Now, I cannot see, I'm trying not to look at the questions.
Because I'm not going to answer them anyway. What the fuck, man?
But the great thing about it is that if you have questions, then you know where to find us, okay? So that was one of the considerations. The other thing is that Jay and I wanted to bring in some people that we knew, that we wanted to collectively make a decision because, you know what? I was ready to walk away from being in the field in November and just be done and just do the coaching. But through crucial conversations that I've had with people that are very, very close to us, they begged us not to leave the field. So looking at that, we wanted to have a safe place and a solid place for people that we have coached and mentored over the years.
I thoroughly enjoy how she's a double scammer because not only is she pushing an MLM on people, which is a mental wellness MLM, by the way, if you're not aware of what Amare is, it's a disaster. I'm thinking she's going to get more into that in a few minutes. Amare and Optavia are my 2 least favorite. Like, that absolutely make me see red. They prey on people like nobody's business. But anyway, she's pushing this Amare MLM now on people, and she's also scamming with her coaching business. because, you know, she's been scamming people allegedly with her network marketing companies all these years. Why not teach other people how to also scam people with their network marketing companies through another scam?
Her con man?
Con artist.
Wanted to come with us. So I firmly feel that we have absolutely done that. The company is actually in multiple countries. So yes, we're in Canada for all of my amazing Canadian friends, Australia, New Zealand. So the great thing is that you guys literally sleepless nights for many, many, many months. So anyways, I'm going to have Kate come on. She's going to share a little bit about her expertise and her background. But we've known each other for 4 years. We met in the sauna in the gym. So she's very, very, very intelligent. And then, Jade, did you have anything else that you wanted to add before we...
I always have a lot to add on that. You know, the past few months haven't been easy on us. Knowing that we had to make a transition, we had several very lucrative offers from other companies.
I'm sure you did. Being somebody who, again, has been in network marketing for so long and has such a large team, a lot of times when other network marketing companies hear that this is happening, we've seen it with WFab, if you followed that whole thing. When these network marketing companies hear that these high up contractors are leaving a company or getting terminated from a company, they will jump on that opportunity like nobody's business and give them an offer, even though they are not supposed to be giving them an offer. Again, how the fuck are people getting away with all of this shit for so fucking long?
But it just didn't sit well with us that we were going to be all about us. It's just not the way we roll. We want to make sure that our people have a place to go. And that was the most important thing to us, was that wherever we went, you could go. And this was the best fit for so many reasons. Tony and I are so excited about tomorrow. We're really excited about today, and we can't wait until we can share all of this with you. So thanks for being on the call, but thanks for knowing that everyone on here is a part of this with us, and we're excited for you too.
I was reading the comments as he was talking. I met Zach from Canada. He's an absolutely amazing person. And if you guys want to be really inspired, please go follow MD Motivator. It was an honor for us to meet him throughout our journey. And thank you guys for being on and your support. And that goes for everybody on this call. But just to see the amount of support and wonderful messages that we've gotten, the emails, the voice notes, like I'm getting emotional again already. So you guys, I'm just gonna turn it over to my friend Kate. She's gonna share a little bit more with you. She really is a product expert and an ingredient nerd expert. So Kate, come on over here. So this is my friend Kate. She lives here in my hood, but she's the one actually through Naomi. I found the product. So go right ahead.
Okay, so I have known Tony and Naomi and everyone for since 2020 and all the craziness, but I have been into mental wellness basically my entire life. My mother was diagnosed with bipolar, depression, all of that when I was very young, and so was I. So I have spent my entire life trying to find something that would give me relief with it being more natural. So how I eat, how I live, my lifestyle, how I sleep, and I'm a mother now, and my main focus is my mental wellness. So for me, I had a really hard year last year. I'm also going to get emotional. I had a divorce, I had explant surgery, I had shingles, I had all these things, and I was really struggling. And I kept seeing this product, and I was like, I guess I have to try it because I'm at my last wit's end. I'm at my last leg with my anxiety and just my mental wellness.
She's putting me at my wit's end. What the actual this is what these companies do to me. They piss me the off. Do not come in here and talk about bipolar disorder and how this helped you get through a hard time when you were going through a divorce, dealing with anxiety and depression. It's a powder mix to put in water. That's all it is. It's a supplement, so it's not regulated, hardly at all. Medications, very regulated. This is dangerous. We don't go into an Instagram live and say this can help you with bipolar disorder, depression, anxiety, any stressful situation. There's nothing proving that. There's no scientific evidence, no studies to back this like there is with medication or with therapy, talk therapy, EDM therapy, whatever therapy it is. There's scientific evidence backing those things that they help. Consultants with Amare having quote unquote success with the happy juice is not scientifically backed evidence that it helps with depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder. Cut the shit, because what you're actually doing is causing a gap in between the time that these people realize there's an issue and they need to solve it and find something that's going to help them through it, and them getting the actual help they need that's going to work. You're just filling that gap of those things happening with bullshit snake oil garbage. These people actually need help from a medical professional, not you.
My gut health and everything was just a wreck, right? It's just the world we live in today. So I tried these products. I worked with another company, a couple other companies for years. I've done social sales for forever. And I wasn't looking for something. I was just looking to feel better and just be able to take kind of control of my life. So I started the products and I literally felt like I got my life back. And I'm not just saying that. It was within just a few weeks, I felt like my motivation and my drive was back. You know, I was in this dark space and I honestly don't think I realized how depressed I was. I've been into fitness and nutrition for years and I didn't even want to work out. I didn't even care about eating healthy, and anyone who knows me knows that that is not me. So I started these products and I had like more pep in my step, and I was like, okay, let's do this. Like I can take on my life. And as a single mother, I had so much more on my plate as well, and I wanted to be a good mother and have that, you know, a good relationship with my child, not yelling, not arguing, not being that, you know, guilty mom at the end of the day. So that was a huge factor for me as well. So I started the products and felt super motivated, got back into the gym. I found myself being more patient with my son. We homeschool, do all the things. We're always together. And then I just noticed that my outlook on life, like I was smiling more at people when I would see them, you know, driving on the road, they cut me off. I don't really care, you know, or, you know, whatever. Just I found myself being able to crush my to-do list. I genuinely was more positive with my life. And then I have an Oura ring. I don't have it on right now. So I track my stress. I track my sleep. I track my digestion. I track everything. And my sleep went just through the roof so much better. And that is huge for everything. So I've been a melatonin junkie for literally over 20 years. I'm 40. And I've been taking it since I was like late teens to sleep because I could never turn my brain off. And I realized, okay, eating better, you know, I could do better with my mental wellness, but I still always had to take melatonin to sleep, and I don't have to anymore. My sleep is awesome. I'm incredible, like with my motivation getting up. And even if I don't sleep well, if I have like just one night where I'm up late, I can actually get up and not feel terrible the whole day because I didn't sleep. So,
okay, let's address that. Before you had the Oura ring, were you tracking anything? Because that will make a big difference on its own. Not saying that, again, you should forego any kind of medical attention for mental health issues. Those need to be addressed, again, by a medical professional. But if you are working on these things and tracking things like your sleep, your activity, your moods, all the things, if you're tracking them and paying more attention to them, of course you're going to make more choices to better the results you're seeing or keep the good results that you're seeing. So that alone could have been what helped her. It didn't have to be the happy juice bullshit. I think a lot of times in these MLMs, they'll be pushing these supplemental products on people when actually what happened is they changed their lifestyle. They started tracking different things. They started paying more attention to their sleep schedule and things like that. And that alone, again, can make a huge difference and change things for you in all aspects of life and make them better. The happy juice didn't do that, in my opinion. Okay, let's keep going.
Don't get that optimal sleep. I still feel really good, but there's a whole line of supplements that range from, you know, multivitamins to probiotics to mental wellness to brain fog relief to, you know, you name it. And so I just tried the products literally quietly to myself, and I could not keep it to myself. I told Tony and Naomi we were all having a lot of stress the last couple months, and they just tried it on their own. We had no intention of ever even talking about it. And then things happened, and here we are today. But the products are heavily tested. The ingredients are very rare. They're indigenously sourced, so they go to the country that they come from and they get them from there. They make sure there's no pesticides, there's no glyphosate. They test for mold, they test for E. coli.
Cool, but do they run clinical studies for, you know, health professionals? Are there actual credible, ethical health professionals involved in this?
In this case, there are none.
The research that I've done on Amare, none of those things are true. Not what she's saying isn't true, but none of the clinically backed trials are happening. None of the ethical medical professionals are there. Those things are very important when you're talking about these types of things. Sorry, guys. I have to apologize. Like I said, Amare and Optavia they do something to me. Maybe because those are two things that I have struggled with a lot in my past. Even right now, I'm going through it, okay? If I was someone without any kind of medical background and without any knowledge of what network marketing and what MLM companies do to people, I would fall for this. And I don't want to see people like me or like anybody else going through a really difficult time or dealing with a mental health situation. I don't want to see them fall for this and have this false sense of hope like this is going to be the long-term solution. This is going to cure you of the different things that you're dealing with, because it's not. Therapy is going to do that. Speaking up and advocating for yourself and your mental health and the things you're going through, that is what's going to help you. Speak to a medical professional, not an Amare partner that handed over money to join this network marketing company and now thinks they know it all. They have the cure for you, because it's not the case.
That stuff is important to me because I know with mental wellness and your gut health, if everything that you're taking and you're eating and you're drinking isn't clean, you literally can cause negative neurological effects and gut damage, which your gut and your brain are connected. So if you're not eating well and your supplements aren't clean, or your products aren't clean, or your water's not clean, whatever it is, it will affect your mental wellness. And when your mental wellness is well, everything is well, because nothing really matters and you don't have to be so negative. So these products are so great for taking the stress out of your mind, but also taking the stress response off of your physical body. When you do that, you're lowering inflammation. When you do that, every aspect of your health gets better. Your weight, your hair, your skin, your nails, your sleep, your anxiety, your mood, everything.
Well, and you guys, cortisol is a killer.
It's a cortisol, controlling, balancing, and your cortisol is your waterfall top hormone. When your cortisol is balanced, the rest of your hormones will naturally balance themselves. This is not medical advice. This is not medical claims.
Oh, because it sure does sound like it is. They're both fucking doctors now. Now let's talk about cortisol being the waterfall fucking hormone. Ma'am, you're not an endocrinologist. Get the fuck off my screen.
You sound angry.
I'm so sorry. I have no filter with this one. I apologize. I apologize deeply.
This is just truth and fact.
Yep.
So for
This is not medical advice. This is just truth and fact. Where's your source, doctor, not doctor? What the fuck, man? What the actual are we doing? How is this allowed? I'm pretty sure it's not, but they're getting away with it.
someone who has been in fitness and nutrition for over 12 years, and I was a hairstylist before, had a lot of toxic load, a lot of anxiety going on.
Being in fitness and nutrition does not make you a qualified medical professional. I am a certified personal trainer, a certified nutrition coach, but I am not going to come out here and tell you that some supplement is going to change your life, because I know from learning different things while I was in the medical field that supplements a lot of times do absolutely nothing, especially if there's supplements that your body isn't lacking. You don't know what your body is lacking unless you get blood work when you go to see your medical professional, your physician. That's the individual that can tell you that you are lacking in some kind of hormone, mineral, vitamin, whatever it is that you're lacking in. Not you just saying,
oh, you don't feel good? Drink this juice. It's going to make everything better because your cortisol levels are probably out of whack.
How the do you know that? You didn't take my blood. You didn't do anything. You just looked at me and heard my story. You don't know what the is going on inside my body, and you won't, because you're not a doctor who can order a lab test so I can go and get my blood drawn and you could see what I'm lacking. So shut up.
Crazy life, always dealt with these things. I wanted something natural. I wanted something easy, that is easily accessible and is safe for all ages. It's safe for all stages, women, men. There's children specific products.
Sexual health, hormone balancing. There's literally something for everybody, and the amount of stress that we are.
I'm sorry, but can we just reenact that? Here we go, okay?
sexual health.
Oh, sweet jumping Jesus.
I moved my whole camera. Damn it. Oh my God. What are we doing in this life? Anyway.
Literally something for everybody, and the amount of stress that we are up against. I mean, more than 50% of people deal with issues, and 1 out of 4 Americans in this country are on medication. So again, not medical advice, but there are alternatives, and I'm here to say that I have never had to take anything for my mental wellness, even though maybe I needed it.
Cool, good for you, but there's no shame in having to take anything for your mental wellness, okay? There is no shame in taking medication that is going to help you with a condition you might have, a diagnosis of any kind that a doctor gives you. If they give you a medication to take that is going to aid with that or help with that or whatever it is, there is no shame in having to take medication. That's what it's there for.
But now I have other things, and it's a gut-brain natural, approach to those things. So, I just can't say enough about it. So we're just excited. It's not your average product, and there's no one else on the market doing what they're doing, how they're doing it. And I've seen a lot of compensation plans like Miss Tony, and I've worked with other brands, and the compensation is better than anything else I've ever seen.
Honey, that's what they all say.
Just that compensation for your work and your time. So we're excited.
Yes. So I'm going to have Jen come over here because we closed out last night together. And so, for the last 3 days, we have been sharing with other, here, come over here. We've been sharing with other people because we wanted to see exactly, what that looked like. So for the last 3 days, and it was, closed out, of course, yesterday. So what we were able to do is feed off of each other and help each other. And what I love about everything is trackable. Everything is trackable from all of the compensation plan. You see what you're getting paid in real time, and also every single penny that you make on every single product that you sell. So that's the first thing. The second thing is when they have sales, you get full compensation. You get bonuses for personally sponsoring. You get bonuses for, and that's for 3 a month, five in a month. That gets you an extra $500. The 3 gets you $100, and that can be a mix of either partners or customers. Okay. Then they have a retention bonus. That's $250. So that's $850 a month just in bonuses alone. Okay, you guys. That $11,000 a year that everybody talks about, that the cost of living went up? Okay, that's about it. So anyways, we were closing out last night, and she came over here. We said, hey, let's do this together. And go ahead and tell them.
All right, so I was really trying to rank up to the 3rd rank, which is silver, because at the 3rd rank, you guys, you get to enroll your spouse, your partner, whoever, as their own top of their own leg.
So you get to double dip.
Legit. It's legit.
You can legit double dip, which sounds unethical to me because it is. This company is the worst.
My team was working. We were really following up with everybody, and we fell $73 short. And so at that point, Tony was able to take one of the brand partners that she had personally enrolled, and we put her under one of my brand partners. So when she did that, my volume went up, and like we say, a rising tide floats all boats. Mm-hmm. It was fantastic. I've personally never been a part of anything like that. So really, this really is about working together as a team. Mm-hmm. And you only have to build 4 wide.
Yeah.
Not 12 or 16. So you build 4, and you just go deep. It's a breath of fresh air, if I'm being perfectly honest.
So actually what happens in your back office, you get a placement suite. So you can go and you can help other people build their organizations. And I had never seen anything like this after being in this in this industry for 2 decades. So the beautiful thing is that we're able to help each other together, lock arms, and truly really take people in network marketing. Maybe you haven't been successful before. Maybe
even the fucking dogs are pissed. Just don't do this. It's a sign. Don't do this.
You had some success somewhere else. Maybe you're looking for a new home. We want that for you. This is your place to land, and we will show you. And you have 90 days. Is it 9? Yeah, it's 90 days to figure all of this out and see if it's a fit. So imagine that, and because
she's really trying to sell this. It's giving desperation.
Today, you guys, they are waiving the $70 for brand partners right now. You can get started right away. You can plug in. We have amazing training. They have amazing boards. We have a 20-day text message campaign already set up for you. You're brand new. It truly is a plug and play. You guys, I got 2 offers from 2 brand new startups and they had nothing. I'm like, I don't want to do that again. I looked at to the point where I was going to start my own company. And I'm like, no, don't want to do that again, because honestly, I love being in the field. And that's what I specialize in. It also too keeps me relevant for, the work that we're going to be doing with fuel, because, again, life is changing faster and business is changing faster than you would ever imagine. So we just did a Zoom call right before this, and the testimonials that we heard from the 2 moms that were on there, and how it's helped their children and it's helped them. And you just heard what Kate said. That's the difference in people's lives that we want to make. So
please do not forego medical treatment for your children and instead give them a bullshit MLM product, or any supplement for that matter, without speaking to a medical professional about what's going on with your children first. Please, for the love of everything. Thank you.
I want to speak to all the people who have always felt stuck. Okay, you know what I mean? Like, you're working your tail off, your volume is great, but you don't have anybody else working quite as hard as you, and so you can never get past that big giant rock that's in your way. That's not happening here, because we are able to help each other. So I know that we talked about it, but I was stuck for 7 years.
Yeah.
So to me, this really hits home. And as far as anyone who thinks maybe they're too busy, the boards system that they have in place is truly plug and play. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. You get a new customer, you go right to boards, you send them everything they need to know.
Good old copy and paste method. In true MLM fashion.
There's a health protocol folder. So if someone says, like, I'm 49, so a lot of my friends are like perimenopausal. Sorry, TMI, but this is real life. They're like, what do? I can go right to that folder. I can see what the company recommends, and we send it to them. We always say consult your doctor, but this is a great guide. So you don't have to jump in and know everything right away. They equip you very well.
You guys, my God, I cannot, speechless. This is where I'm speechless now, because I cannot articulate what I want to say. And it's probably just pure rage. I get having like pamphlets and handouts and whatnot, and being like, oh, here's this, talk to your doctor about it. That's cool that you have pamphlets. Love that for you. But what about when people have questions about the things on the pamphlets and you don't have enough education behind you to help answer those questions? Happy juice should not be a thing, is what I'm getting at. Because even with the pamphlets, it doesn't matter. You don't have the educational backing to actually help these people with what they need help with. I don't give a flying how much literature you have in your back office. It's not going to help, in my opinion. Moving on.
Yeah, that's a really good point. So you guys,
I know it is, Tony. Thank you. I didn't know she was going to say that, in all honesty, but it was so perfect.
I'm sorry. Yes. So, and Monica, thank you for letting everybody know. But we decided to go with Amare. So this company really has checked all my boxes, and it really has. We've done the research. I mean, it's been 3.5 months worth of really duck diving into this particular platform, and just looking for some place to hang our hat since November of last year. So the great thing is that we're still going to be helping people build their futures, helping people build themselves. And somebody said this to me the other day, and I said this in a live, and I said, when you partner with us, you will not be the same person. You will be a better person, both personally and professionally, health-wise, financially, all of those pillars that we talk about, because you cannot have wealth without health. And your health is the most important thing. And I can attest to that because, having a near-death experience 4 years ago, your life is never, ever the same. So the one thing is that we would love for you to jump on board with us. The other thing is that this company does not have a non-compete. So you just cannot be out there promoting another brand that has the same product. So, which is really, really cool. So again, I love to be a person of service. I love to help build people up. And I love that what we've seen what we can do in just a matter of like 3 days.
This is not the way to build people up. It's just not. And I think I've already said all of the reasons why.
So I hope that you will join us. It is a new season. It's summer. It's just going to be grand. So you guys shoot me an email again at toni.vans@gmail.com. If somebody invited you or shared this with you, go back to that person. They will be able to help you and will show you how simple. Again, not easy, but I'm all about simple, and you guys know that. So you guys, again, send us an email, and we'll send you how you can join. And we would love nothing better to show you a different way that you can honestly achieve better success in both your personal and professional life and in your health and your wealth. All right, you guys, so take care. Thank you for hanging out with us this afternoon. Do you have any closing words that you want to say?
I've known this woman. You guys know this woman. She's the best. Number one. Number two, again, I've worked at a lot of companies, seen a lot of compensation plans. You have an opportunity every single solitary month to make a $500 paycheck without building a team, without huge stuff. So $500 a month is very, very feasible for anyone, anywhere. So it's not like the people that are up high are making all the, it's not like that. It's literally, it's a company that wants everyone to succeed, everyone to have opportunity. And it's really, really a rapid paced company, but it wasn't something I was expecting. But the products blew me away. So just try them. If you order and you don't love them, you have a 30-day supply, but 90 days to return. So it's really that easy.
Yeah. So the last thing that I wanted to say, you guys, we went into this company starting brand new from zero. I didn't get a stipend. I didn't get a bridge. I didn't get anything like that. And I signed up under Kate because I value who she is as a person. And, I honestly, I knew that, we would be able to help you too, with your situation.
Yeah. But
with her being a new single mom.
How psycho I am about products and health. Like, I'm the one. And then another thing I want to say is you don't have to build a team. You can just be an affiliate. You can do other brands, other companies. As long as you're not promoting something identical, you can do whatever you want. They do not care, and that is huge for so many people, like she said. But there's just, it's opportunity. There's something for everyone. I just really can't say enough about it. And it's just growing, and it's exciting. It's fun.
All right, you guys, so have a beautifully blessed day. I'm going to get to my emails here in just a second, as soon as I gather my thoughts, because it has been one heck of a roller coaster ride this past week. So I love you. Jay and I, we both love you guys so much. Do you want to say anything else, honey?
One last thing, because Toni is the OG that we all know, you can actually get a free link just by ordering right now. So you don't even have to purchase a business, purchase a huge pack. You can get your sign up for free right now because you're coming with her.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, honey. It's not true.
Literally thousands of people have reached out to us over the past few weeks.
Well, aren't y'all special?
You're like a minor celebrity.
And to say we're grateful just doesn't even cover it. So all of you that have taken the time, and it's not just Toni and I, it's our kids, it's our family, it's all of our friends. And Naomi and Catherine and us, we're all so grateful to have most of you, not all of you, but most of us. But, there's been just such this groundswell of support, and I've been watching the comments on here too. So just from the bottom of all of our hearts, thank you. And thanks for having our back. Your support means more than you could ever possibly know.
Okay, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in and giving us your time. We love you. Bye-bye.
How rude. We're grateful for not all of you, but most of you. What the f***? What was that all about? I am so glad that's over. Just please be aware of Amare and the happy juice bullshit that they're trying to push on people who are having mental health issues. Yes, your gut and your brain are connected, blah, blah, blah. The gut-brain axis, blah, blah, blah. But that's when I have said this in my past videos. When you are eating a less than great diet, your body will suffer in all ways, including mental ways. You're going to be tired. You might be cranky, irritable, sad, feeling anxious, feeling like you might be depressed. Those things can happen with your diet, but that's not the only way that you fall into having mental health issues. And that's important to note. I think I'm just going to stop talking about it now because I'm feeling the fire again. It is time for our palate cleanser. TikTok hates your bullshit is back.
Here's why the Cybertruck is the perfect mom and family car. First of all, huge back trunk. With the tonneau cover, you never have to worry about all your kids' stuff getting wet or your groceries. Everything stays nice and dry. The doors open to 90 degrees, which is super great for loading in kiddos. Even with 2 car seats in the back and my 6'3" husband in the front, I still got plenty of room.
It's seat 7.
Another great mom feature is all the space in this truck. I love this tray down here, which is perfect for a diaper bag or a purse. And check this out, a hidden drawer for anything important.
Oh my God, where did that come from? Did you know that was there?
But best of all, you look like a total badass driving your kids around in this.
When you become a parent, no one thinks you're badass. In fact, my kids tell me I'm cringe every day.
I am obsessed with that one. I've seen it a few times on my feed. I was like, oh yeah, that's the one I'm coming back with. No hate if you are somebody who wants or drives a Cybertruck. I just could never see myself spending that much money just because of all of the things that that influencer was saying. No thanks. I'll stick with my SUVs. Anyway, as always, thanks for hanging out with me while I talk a bunch of shit, and I will see you in the next one.